Hey guys, okay, it's G. We're gonna get G'd up. Now, I'm in Los Angeles, so it's 2:42 Pacific Standard Time. I know, right? But to be honest, I've been wanting to film this for quite a while. I wanted to do a couple New Year's Eve specials, showcase a gold look, and then come back at you with something different tomorrow if I get sleep tonight. But I want to make this not too complex. My goal is to keep this laid back, casual, as it's late night for me at least. But also kind of like let you into my world of how I like to create and my artistry, and maybe more, something about why I do this in the first place. So let's get into it. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching this. I hope you have some fun. So I'm going to start out with this Kiss and Tell lip primer, and this is from Hokey, and you can get this from, I believe, Rite Aid and Walmart and some other drugstores. But it's basically a lip primer that kind of hydrates and plumps and is basically a good base for your lips while you're working on your face. Now, I already have a light base on. I wanted to kind of get into more of the fun, glitzy part. Like I said, we're getting glit, we're getting lit. Not really, I'm not really getting lit. It's too late for me to get lit. But I'm lit only because I'm tired. What if I say that? Okay, so let's go. I have some eyebrows on, but I'm going to kind of finesse them a little bit by just giving them a quick little brush over, right? And I've used the L'Oreal Brow Stylist to help me fill in, and let me know if this music is like maybe too loud or something. I'm not really sure how it sounds to you guys, but I like to hear some jams while I get down and dirty with these materials. So I really wanted to actually also focus on banging out a really strong message so we can ring in 2021 together on a real high, strong note. I want to say that this year is the year of acceptance. It's been the year of adaptation. And hopefully next year it will be the year of abundance and a whole new breath of air that we can all take. I know so many people right now, everybody is going through so much. It's been such a crazy, dramatic change from the way we've lived for so long. And I think it's very healthy to honor and process that in any way you can. Take pause when you're stressed out, and really understand that this is a grief situation where we're all kind of in a phase where we're grieving something, and we're doing it together globally. So it's pretty cool on some level, because I don't know what else could be more devastating than a whole shutdown that's basically international. And a lot of people have gone through a lot of loss and whatnot. So yeah, big pause and big blessings and prayers for that. And this is not going to be like a somber video or anything, but I did want to pay homage to that because I know there's a lot of people suffering. So right now I'm taking the Master Chrome Gold shade, and I am going to douse my collarbones in it. And let's crank this a little down. Why not? Why not? Just a little bit down. I'm going to kind of like graze above here. The bosom, the tops of the bosom. You really want to hit the high parts. Now, I've already kind of cheated and gone in with a little bit of this Patrick Ta highlighter body spray. It's so beautiful. Oh, and so this is like a rose gold shade, right? So the whole story is that I really wanted a rose gold tree. It's my favorite color, rose gold. So I started looking for one, and I got fed some advertisements for the crown that I had to get. It was mostly just a joke because my father, this is the Patrick Ta glitter major glow body oil. I kind of cover my my top, and I'm going to spray it and then rub it in. So my father, bless him, he's such a fun guy, fun dude. We're really close and stuff, but I was kind of joking around with him. We kind of have a weird sense of humor. I tell him, hey, Dad, I think I'm going to get a crown and wear it in the house the whole month of December. He's like, well, if you're going to do that, why not just like wear it outside too as well? And I said, wow, it kind of sounds like a dare. You know what? I'm going to do it. Ordered, right? As soon as I do that, there's a little backpedal. Kirsten, what are you talking about? You can't wear a crown around here. People will think you're off your rocker. You'll get carted away in a straitjacket. He doesn't actually have an accent, but he does have an accent. He's Swede. He's half Swedish, and he's very eccentric as well. So because of me, yeah, he's definitely somebody who's influenced my being, my breath, my way of life, my quirkiness. We all have something, right? So I'm going to take a nice little fluffy blending brush. This is so nice. It's actually for eyeshadow, but I like to just go ahead. I'm going to get kind of close here, and I'm going to smooth out any creases or anything that needs to be blended with a very nice, fine, fluffy, feathery blending brush. This is actually meant for the eyes, but I really like to work with small tools actually for larger places. So here we go. I think I'm going to go into a little bit of contouring with you guys first. I want to give my face some shape, so I'm going to reach for this. Whoopsies! Yeah, this MAC Fix Plus contour kit. It comes with some really nice base creamy shades, and then a couple different, 3 different shades to carve out your face or sculpt. And I don't want to make this too much of a tutorial or a teaching video, but definitely the darker shades really blend well. This palette blends very well with medium and medium skin tones especially. So I want to show you how I contour, because I do have I have a lot to play with. I have a lot. These features can be overwhelming, especially this forehead. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of like shave it off, right? Starting at the top. I want the top to be more, a little bit darker, and the sides. That way I'm kind of like narrowing the forehead. Right now I have my hair and it's falling in a certain way, but especially in pictures, I always think about how to create dimension when you're doing video or doing pictures or any kind of visual media. You really need that shape in your face. It's something that I love doing. So let me lift up my hair right here and show you how I kind of lift my cheeks up. So I'm going to start right above the ear, kind of like right above it, taking a more of, I guess, a neutral shade. It's not too warm, it's not too cool. And I'm placing it like right above where the ear connects with your forehead and scalp, and kind of really blending that in. Then I'm going to go up into the hairline right about here to really give it more shape. And also, if you notice, I'm kind of like stamping it in because at this point, you really want the condensed color. You want that pigment payoff if you're creating that dimension. So I really hope you're able to see this. Okay. And this can make an incredible difference. I mean, I'm not somebody that necessarily like I like makeup. I don't like makeup. I'm okay with makeup or without it, but I love playing with it. I think it's like the best artistic medium for me that I've ever tried, and I've tried a lot. I love all kinds of mediums, but for whatever reason, I just love faces. I am fascinated with faces and people. Actually, it's a really cool job because you get not only a opportunity to be the master of your craft, but you also get opportunity to meet very fascinating people as well. And I've met lifelong friends and lifelong collaborators. It's been a wonderful makeup career so far that I've had. I've had so many wins and had so many cool memories. And I think that's part of what makes me sad this year is that we've had to forgo because I'm in the movie, film, television industry, and I do work on really fun projects with large crews. My jobs have definitely taken a hit. The movie industry here in LA is very tight right now, and I know a lot of people in the industry that are really struggling. So right now I'm just using the cool shade in the palette to really buff out my contours. And I have a certain technique for my nose. In fact, I'm going to just go into that some other time. But if you see what I'm doing right here, I'm taking little brush strokes, starting on the outside of my nose and brushing in. And that, to me, is a really cool way of blending and making sure things are blended and things are done well. So I'm just going to continue. And I think you can see that I've definitely created a lot of dimension. One thing I haven't really done, I want to show you this trick though, because this can really make a difference in photos, especially if you want to just make sure your jaw and your chin is a little bit more carved out. You could take that cool shade of the contour powder and kind of brush up through your jawline. And remember, just go one direction at first. Make sure that everything is evenly applied. And I feel like the key here for makeup is just symmetry. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's like I said, it's a craft. So it's something that's fascinating. Now I've gone in. I also love working with live models. I love working on people. So I guarantee you there will be some more videos where I get to work on some people, some brave souls who want to hang out and get tested and make sure they get clearance. Okay, so now I'm going to go into some blush because I want to perk up. I want to cheer up. I'm going to take this Natasha Denona Diamond Blush Kit. This is so beautiful. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to start with this cream blush. And I'm going to take a medium-sized dome brush, tapping it in, not rubbing it, but tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Is there that? Was that from Happy Gilmore? That was such a funny movie. Okay, so now we're going to hit the top of the cheekbones right above here, right up at the apples. That's what they call them, the apples. We're going to hit the very tops. Stay away from that contour, the bottom of the contour that we just applied. We're going to just hit the tops. Here we go. Yeah, it's such a pretty blush. It's like a pink coral peach. It's really pretty. So that's the cream blush. Now I'm going to hit it with the dry powder blush right here. And this is going to go actually right about here on where the front of my cheeks are. And this is going to bring it forward. So I'm going to go ahead and tap it right about here. Yeah. Tap it right about here. Now you might think like, oh my God, this is like a lot of blush. This is a lot of blush, right? But because of the formula, blush is actually the first to go. It has a different formula than eyeshadows, and it's at a different part of your face that's creating and generating different types of heat and oils. So I've kind of laid it on thick, right? But now I'm going to go in with a powder, and that powder will be, I believe this is the Fenty. Yes, the Fenty Banana. I'm going to take a Fenty Banana on this larger dome brush, take a good bit of it, and I'm going to start blending it upward. And this is setting the foundation that I had already laid down. And if you want to know what that is, it was a blend of the Armani Power Fabric and the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which is a fan favorite. It's always a trusted glee, especially on set, or especially when you're doing anything HD. Their makeup looks great. So I always love mixing that in if I'm going to be on camera with something that's really nice for your skin. And that, for me, is Armani. I think that will always be my favorite, is Armani Luminous Silk. But then I also, for fall and winter, I have the Power Fabric on standby. I did apply a little bit of concealer. I think I did. Looks like I did. But it was the Pro Longwear in NC20 and NC30. And that is meant to give you a lift and also wipe away those dark circles and any imperfections that we kind of gather here from the wear and tear of life. I think that I would, I'm going to save lips for last, because lips are such a delicate breed. And it's always based on mood. So I don't really know how I'm going to be feeling after my makeup is done. So I might look weird without lips on, but that will end soon. I guarantee it. I am going to do a little highlighting now, and I will first do some matte highlighting, which is so fun. This is, I'm going to use this white powder here on my finger a little bit with the banana color. And I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose and just kind of tap it. I like to kind of like squint my nose like this, and then kind of just tap it on the bridge and tap it all the way down. And that kind of gives the illusion of a sharper, obtrusive nose, right? And we don't want too much. We want this line to be very symmetrical. So I'm going to kind of hit that hard a little bit up the tip right there, just a little bit. Yeah. Now we're talking. Now it's a little bit sharper. It's more dimensional. Okay. Let's not do any nose shaming. No nose shaming on my channel, but I will let you know that I do sometimes have a problem with them. I don't like how I look, I guess, in pictures when my nose isn't contoured. It just looks like very non-dimensional in photos. So I like to definitely accentuate it when I know I'm going to be photographed. It's just fun. I just love playing with makeup. Like I've been dreaming of doing a really cool look for so long now. And I'm sorry, like I've been pretty preoccupied this year. It's been a hard year. So much stuff happened, and there's so much stuff, I'm grateful for, but it has been a long, hard year. So nothing isn't created on Facebook yet. What does this mean? I don't know what that means. Yes, live viewers, comments show up here. Drop questions, comments, and stories here. Yes, please do that. That would be great. That would be really wonderful, actually, if we did that. And I want to make sure that on my Facebook, I am actually being screened, because that would not be cool if I wasn't, right? That would be great. Okay, perfect. Oh my God, this is wonderful. I am actually being Yay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me check. Okay. This is really great. So I'm glad that it's working. You never know. And I'm sorry, this is like an experiment. This is like a social experiment. So I think I actually already did the blush part. So I'm going to go into the highlighting still with this Natasha Denona palette. It's so beautiful. I'm going to take this pearly pink white shade, and I'm going to hit the top of my cheekbones, right up here underneath the eye. I'm going to stop at where the eyeball meets right here. So I'm just going to go right here, tap it. Yes. Do the other side and tap it. So I'm more of my technique for this is always kind of pressing it in. Highlighter is another formula that can kind of wear thin. I also really like to highlight my chin, the top of my chin. You don't need to bring it down too far, but the top is great. And I'm gonna take my pinky, the thinnest finger. I'm going back in the highlighting shade right here, and I'm going down the bridge of my nose in a little line like that. And then I'm going to take the brush that I used to set my face and also blend out the contour. Whatever's left on it doesn't matter, but I'm going to kind of pat that in and get everything into the skin and really set it, and also diffuse it. Boy, oh boy, is this vegan fur jacket shedding or what? I'm having hairs in my mouth. Ugh. I have an OCD about hair, so it's really it's a serious issue over here. I'm just kidding. Here we go. So what do you guys think about this? I feel very glowy and highlighty and sparkly, and I think I'm ready for my eyes. So let's finish this up, okay? We're not going to get too complex. This is actually more about the glow and, like I said, the glitz. So here we go. I'm going to do a little cheating with my eyes. I'm not going to use a lot of liner. This is going to be a more light look. But I'm going to take this white eyeliner from Urban Decay, and I'm going to go with my waterline, especially my lower waterline, because I'm tired. Like, my body's tired. My mind's not, but my body's like super tired. And it's showing. My eyes are super red. So I've already done eye drops, and now I'm doing this white liner to kind of give it more of a open eye, doe-eyed appearance, and also hide that redness. I've done this to dudes before for like on set or before photo shoots, when they come in and they're either tired or stoned. And this really helps cover up that redness. And even right now, it doesn't look bright white. It just looks like a nude. It's blending in perfectly. So it really diffuses great. And I love Urban Decay liners. I will say, though, that I have a problem keeping the caps on. I don't know if anybody else does, but mine tend to always like slip off. All right, so for eyes, here we go. This is going to be really fun because I've picked out some really cool, very, very cool goodies. I like to kind of hop around between a lot of things, so just bear with me here. But this is the Huda Beauty Gold highlighting palette. It comes with 4 shades. One of them is a cream one. So this cream one, I'm going to try using this as a eyeshadow base. So I'm going into the cream one, getting my finger all nice and covered. And I'm going to tap starting on the center of my lid. And then I'm going to go all the way across, all the way down. Everything needs to be covered by this gold base, but I do like to start from the bottom and go up. We go. So, and you can even go all the way up to tips to the brow bone, because that always looks great too. So we're still using the cream product, and we're basing our lids with the gold cream highlighter, taking it all the way up to the brow bone. So it's going from the tear duct area, the bottom of the eyelid, all the way up to underneath the brow bone. All right, we want to set that baby, and we want to do it fast. So I'm pulling out the Riviera Anastasia palette. And, oh, God, it broke a little bit. But you know what? They have the most beautiful dark matte gold shade. That's Cabana. Let me swatch it for you. I don't really want to lift up my palette because it will fall everywhere. Let me swatch it for you real fast. So I'm going to do this, something like this. And, ooh, look at that. Okay, this is going to be the crease shade. So good, so good. So I'm going to take this angled eyeshadow brush right here, and I'm going to really get in that Cabana shade. Give me that Cabana. Really pack it on. Really pack it on. It's going to get really cool. Look at that. It builds really nicely. I actually love Anastasia shadows. I think they're so beautiful and so nice. I'm skipping around palettes because I have different tastes for mirrors at different points in time. I'm going to press this gold Cabana shade right into the upper crease, going around my eye socket, leaving that lid space free. And the way I'm doing this right now is I have the longer side of the angled brush tip pointed towards my nose, and I'm using a stamping motion and creating an arch. Okay, let's do that to the other side really fast. I'm going to always model something very intricately on one side and really go for it on the other side really fast, because I do know how to work fast, and I do also like to take my time. I really love the process. So it's not really about, when I'm doing my own makeup, it's more of a therapeutic, almost, it's just an outlet. It's an outlet where I can just do something fun and creative and build something, a tangible result. And therefore I just crave having my alone time, doing this. And actually, yeah, it's late, but you know, I have a son, and I have to make sure that he's asleep sometimes when I want to film, because depending on what I talk about, he might not want to hear it. So here we go. Now I'm going to jump onto the eyelid part. I have a really fun pigment somewhere that I need to show you. It's really cute. Hopefully I can find, actually, let's go with this. I'll tell you what, this, I wasn't going to pull this out, but I am, because it's pretty rich. And I mean, like, rich as in decadent. Okay, let's get ready. I don't want to show the mirror, but here, look at this. This is the most beautiful. I love this. This is such a fun going out palette. Like, this is what I would take to Vegas, and I would love dressing up and throwing one of these shades on. So I'm going to go for the shade Fluent in Diamonds, as it's a very glitzy gold, super shiny, and I'm going to hit that all over the lid, like all over. I'm just going to, like I said, we're drenching ourselves in gold tonight. I don't think I've ever done a look this gold before, to be honest. This is really fun, because gold's always been my favorite color. I think when I was younger, I really had a thing for yellow. But as I aged, I began really loving metallics. There was something about metallics that really capture and trap my eye. I can't stay away. So I've really packed on this gold. I'm going to do it a little bit more just on the top of the lid because I really like, for my eyes, they're a little, they're not so round. They're more flat. So I kind of really like to accentuate the center of the lid. That's really fun right there. Okay. Now that we have that, I am going to get into this pigment. Now this is the Pat McGrath gold pigment. It actually came in the holiday lip glitter kit. Very, very fun. And I'm just going to tap my finger inside that. And I want to get close so you can kind of see how it glides on. Just looks so perfect and glossy. So we're going to get a little up close and personal. But I'm going to go ahead and strobe this on the very center points of my eyelid. And that's just going to attract the light in the center right there. See that? And kind of when I look down, it does give an appearance that I have more round eyes. Now that I have that down, I'm going to go ahead and blend that in. I'm not going to add any shadow yet. I just want to see how it looks. So we're just going to blend the top. We're not going to touch the lid space though. We are just going to stay in the crease area, which is the area between the eye socket and the brow bone. Now this look, like I said, I want to stay away from the darkness. I want to stay away from the liner for the most part, but I am going to do some action on the inner corners because inner corners, oh my gosh, inner corners are my thing. Inner corners are my thing. I can't tell you more. I can't tell you more. I think I'm going to grow my brush. I really want to build my brush with frostbitten. So frostbitten, there's frostbitten right here. Frostbitten's the center. And that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go and really build that in. Just eat up that frostbitten. And I'm going to get right here in my inner corners and press that in. And I'm following this shape. Ooh, following this shape. But I'm staying away from where I put the contour down for the most part. I still want that space between the inner corner highlight and the brow. More frostbitten. And really jamming that in the corner. Jamming that in the inner corner. So I'm actually just very pleasantly surprised by how much gold can vary in textures and colors in the makeup world. I feel so lucky to have so many choices and to be able to oh yeah, like I said, we're gonna douse ourselves in gold. This is great. I didn't even know I had smudges on my chest, but you know what? It goes perfectly. That's what we want. We want gold. We want gold everywhere. Yes. Okay. This is fun. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and giving me this opportunity to have some fun live and just go for it. Like I can't tell you. It's very fun, and I love. If I did it earlier, we would really be jamming out. But to be honest, with everybody asleep right now, it's really no pressure, so it's okay. So I'm going to take that same Cabana shade on a flat liner brush. I'm going to tap that underneath my lash line. Tappity, tap, tap, tap. Just giving it a little shape, right? So I'm jamming out right now to some 90s R&B tunes. What y'all think of that? You like R&B? I'm big on so many different kinds of genres. I love music. I'm actually taking that Cabana shade and I'm going to press that into the corner of my upper lid. And that's going to give it a little bit more depth just about here, okay? Yeah, there we go. See that? So it's giving it a little bit more dimension here. Like it looks like it's a little bit more sunken in. So I'm just really packing it there. Okay. Now, what should I think that I still want a little bit more right here? I really want to stay away from the darkness. This is about the light. This is about the trinity of harmony and beauty and makeup. All right, now I have a couple more goodies. Okay, let's get into this. I have this gold razor sharp Urban Decay liner, and this is super fun. You got to give it a good shaking though. That's the thing. It tends to be a little bit thin if you don't shake it up, which is fine. I have the time. Do you have a dime? Just kidding. I'm not taking tips today. No tips for me. Well, we'll see. I'm going to go through my upper lid up until maybe about the half point. And I'm really layering the gold liner on. And I can go in my tear duct area, in inner corner, and brush up. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear it on the radio right now, but Maya is playing right now, which I love Maya. This is such a good song. I'm really into these beats. I can't tell you how much I am into unwinding to choreography. I just miss dancing a lot. There's a lot that this year dealt me. It dealt me a lot of cards. One of them was my physicality being compromised. I've just been struggling with some health issues for a little while, and they don't ever seem to be resolving. And with the current climate of this pandemic and the priorities being almost skewed, I'm sorry to say it, but it's very hard right now. It's difficult for a lot of people to get adequate medical care. And to be honest, I really think that I've taken a big hit because of a lot of things lagging and taking a long time. And, you know, once you go to the primary doctor and you have something going on, they send you to a different specialist, they send you to somewhere else. There's always tests, and things have just been tending to lag. Test results get back late, and I just feel like ships aren't running on time, and it's very frustrating. So I'm in a point now where I have, it's like I can't move like I used to. I'm still kind of exploring what I have. And it really buckles me down sometimes. But then I understand that, you know, it's my physical body. And yes, it has so much, like I value it so much, the health that I do have and the fact that I'm just here. But to be honest, it's hard. It's been really hard. I've been struggling a lot health-wise, and for a while, I guess. And I feel like my disposition is still super sunny and strong. So I just kind of take heed in the fact that I'm a half fall type of gal. And that's where I live. I just want to celebrate what we have and love who's here and appreciate those who are caring and thoughtful and nice. And that goes a long way. I think kindness right now is such a currency because it's rare. It's sad to say, but it's really rare. And it's something that we all should remember, especially when we find ourselves being avoidant or shut down. or sweeping things under the rug and not addressing them head on, or not allowing ourselves to take time to feel that grief or that pain and really process, have a deep process with yourself. So it's part of what I really like to advocate for people. And I like to remind them that, you are your best advocate. You are your best cheerleader. And that should be rewarded and I don't know, felt full with pride. I wish that for people. I'm going to take this Kat Von D ink liner. It's a beautiful metallic olive, but I feel like it has such good potential to just be a little outline for the eyes. I'm not going to go crazy or anything. I'm just going to do a little bit of tight lining basically on the eyelid. I hope this is a good angle. Because we are going to put on some fun lashes. So after I do my makeup, I can't believe I'm just going to wash it off. But tomorrow is going to be another fun look. I really wish to do another fun look with you guys. And I hope you really enjoy just chilling and relaxing. And, the beauty about doing this late night is that I'm not all high energy or hyper or funked up or anything. This is really laid back. I feel like I'm not too tired, but I'm just chilled, and I am honing in on just being present and kind of showing you and letting you into this world. So this pen is not very dark. It's a lighter olive metallic. So I've gone in, I think, enough. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I hope this video isn't going to be too long. It's already pretty long, and I'm only a lighter, but I do take my time, and I am talking. So give me a pass right there. But I'm going to hurry it up. So right now, I'm just going to jump into mascara. Okay. So this mascara is from Moni, and it's the Extreme Volume mascara, and I'm gonna get in there in like zigzag stroke motion. So I kind of like scissor it and then like stroke up, scissor it and stroke up, scissor it and stroke up. And same thing on the other side. This one, I think that's a fun face, right? That's a fun face. I don't mind, It is what it is. That's the motto of this year, is that it is what it is. F it, just F it. All caution to the wind. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's do it. I'm going in to the inner corners with the tip of this brush, like really, really, really tapping in there at the root and brushing up. And now I'm going to go down here. There you go. Okay, perfect. Okay. I can't wait to do this now. We're going to get into the lashes. I have them set out, but guess what? One went somewhere, and I'm probably not going to find it. Is this it? It is it. That's a miracle. It's probably going to be really hairy, though. This vegan fur is kind of shitty. Okay, so I have these beautiful lashes. I have to show you guys this. I got this on Amazon just for fun, but it looked fun. It looked like they were very dramatic and whimsical, just like the looks like I like to create. So I've selected my favorite lashes, which there's only a couple left, but look at this. They fan out so pretty and cute. They're so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and glue them up while we're just talking. And I usually trim them, but this time, because I really want the full effect, like the doll look, I'm just going to really cinch it to the corners, and it's going to fit my whole lid. I'm not going to cut it. It's kind of brave, I think, because honestly, I'm not really, well, I don't know. I'm inside my own house, so I can do whatever the heck I want, which is cool. It's dry. Sometimes I'll admit it, I have to bite the glue. I don't do that to my pro set, but I usually cut that. But if I have my own, I'll bite it because it comes out really well. So this is actually the Ardell lash grip. I had the Kiss strip lash adhesive out, but that one's just stuck right now. So I'm just going to lightly coat. This is going to go fast. I can't just sit here doing this for too long. Oh yes, the jam. Tony Braxton. Are you guys hearing the music? I'm not really sure. That'd be really funny if this didn't have any audio, but we'll see. Okay, we've outlined it with glue. We've placed it down. We're going to let that dry while we move on to the lips. Okay, the lips is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun lip look, I think. I think I'm going to go with something metallic still. And I'm going to trace my lips with this L'Oreal Paris matte lip crayon. I really don't know what shade it is, but these guys, oh my gosh, these matte crayons, they are to die for. I'm so just humbled that these exist. So this is a warm red shade. It's kind of like a warm raisin, I guess. There we go. So this is the base of our look right here, our lip look. And I love these because they stay on for a long time. For those who are going to be kissing, this is a beautiful formula. And I'm really into like pushing up my Cupid's bow right here, as far as it could go until it almost looks ridiculous. That's cute, almost. So we're gonna go up. Yeah. Like I said, we're getting that doll face look. Doll face. You are such doll. No, you're a doll. What do you guys think? Yeah. Okay. We're almost there. We're almost there at the home front. I'm going to tone this down, right? This is the matte look, but I did mention a little metallic, and I think that's when it's going to get really fun. I have a beautiful metallic cranberry. It's called Crowned. How ironic, right? Crowned. This is wonderful. I was kind of excited. So I'm going to shake it a little bit just because I have a thing with making sure things are shaken up well. I'm going to apply this starting with the center of my lip right here. Oh, yeah. And it's dark, and that's okay. It's okay. We could have gone either way. I had a nude ready, but honestly, go bold or go home is what I always say. And I'll pick bold every time. That doesn't mean that you have to always have dark lips. But, hey, it's New Year's, and this is a fun, costumey, charactery look. And, you know, don't expect anything less. It's New Year's. Like, let's do it up. One of my most fun New Year's get-ups were flapper fringed, high-waisted black lacy transparent pants. And I hit it hard in that outfit. That was one of the most fun times, getting dressed up and getting ready and going dancing at one of my favorite places, Giorgio's at the Standard in Los Angeles on Sunset. That's my jam. That's where I would go and celebrate a lot of my activities and everything. And I miss going places. I guess that's one of the best, besides missing people, I miss doing things that were fun and participating in community and celebration. I think that's just so healthy. So I am looking now for, this is so funny. This is a pretty fun thing to do. I'll just say that. I really have fun. You know what? I could do this with my fingers, I suppose, right now, but I would normally use some tweezers. I'm taking that lash. Oh, I see them right in the corner of my eye. Barely even saw them. It was like peripherals for sure. I'm taking the lash, one of these lash tweezers, and I'm going to place this so it actually goes in the corner of my eye right here in the front. And I don't usually do this with lashes. I'm telling you, I have problems with this. These lash tweezers always get sticky, and they're not. If a little bit of glue gets on them, they just stick. So you have to always grab it at the tip of the lash. And there could be glue, residual glue on the tip of the lash. So beware. This is fun. See, this is why YouTubers don't do lashes on camera, because there's always issues if it doesn't go perfect. And that's frustrating. That's really frustrating, to be honest. Because it is something that you have to be patient for. And you know what? Patience is a virtue. And right now, I'm utilizing my patience because these vegan furs are very much stuck to the base of this lash. And that kind of drives me crazy. I'm going to go ahead and go for it now. Pushing the corners in first, lining it up with the outer edges of my eye, and just making sure that I push it in very close to the lash line. Here we go. Now we are talking. Okay, ladies, this is, you know what I taught my son from a very young age is a lady isn't a lady without her lashes on. So there we go. Actually, what just happened? I'm gonna just throw these on real fast because honestly, this is not supposed to be taking 2 minutes of this video, but I have to do it correctly because I do have an issue with perfection. I suppose I like to make sure things are done well and very intentional. We're almost at the hour mark, so this is like a perfect timing. We're almost done, ladies and gents. Do you remember this song, Case and Foxy Brown? I remember listening to this song in 2001. Oh my god, it's been like 20 years. How does this happen, guys? How did we get to the point where like 20 years just flies by? It's so bad. I want more. I feel so bad that we all have to stay in right now and just not enjoy each other. But I hope that you guys are finding harmony and the virtual connections that you're making. It's been a powerful year in that regard because I haven't had, social anxiety. I haven't isolated myself to the point where I'm completely introverted. I've definitely maintained and built relationships during this time, which I'm very proud of. It's been hard. It's been trying. It's been a hard year, but at the same time, the bonds that I forged with people who support me have been life-changing, and I'm so grateful for them. I wish I could name them, and maybe someday I will, but I have a lot of people that do maintain a high level of privacy, which I really don't mind. I respect that a lot. And, social media isn't for everybody. So to each their own. This lash is being a little stubborn now. So I'm going to see if I can just really jam it in there and then stick it in there. Why am I having to call these lashes? This is funny, but I promise they'll be perfect by the time I'm done with them, because I will not settle for anything less. This is funny. This is like a comedy show now. This is a comedy show. This is like at the end of the night. This is the Walk of Shame makeup, guys. Stay tuned for that one. You need to be out of the house in 5 minutes as the light's coming up. Stay tuned. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that kind of show. But I am going to have to take it off because it's going to need a little bit more glue now. It's just not adhering It's adhesive. Adhere. Okay, what is going on right now? I think there's some Boys to Men playing. Oh boy, that's like taking it back now. Oh, I don't want to get melancholy, like, wow, Boys to Men. I don't know what happened. This is a weird, I chose a station. It's playing. I swear to God, I did not make a playlist for this. This is all improvised. Like I'm telling you, this is a live broadcast where we're just chilling and we're just hanging out. No pressure, safe space, brave space. And I just wanted to like hang out and show you some tricks. But you know what? This Kiss tweezer is fired. It's fired. I'm sorry. I'm just not, I can do this better with just my fingers. So I shall do this. I can. I will. Okay, so now we're going ahead. Pushing that into the inner corner, taking the outer corner, lining it up with the end point of the lash lining. Yay! And now we're going to just push that in and kind of push up. Push up and push down. Into the lash line. Which is so cute. Okay. So this is basically the look, and like I had told you earlier, is that the blush kind of blends in by the time the rest of your face is ready. Now, I'm gonna look at this really up close, real fast, and see what I think. I believe that I have one more technique with a lipstick, and that will be done. I had a liner here that I really wanted to use. What's your favorite lip liner, guys? I want to know like whose is whose and what is what, I want to stay hip and in the know. So please put it out there if you have a favorite. You'll be able to comment after going live. Nothing has been created on Facebook yet. Of course it has been just... Of course you have. This message, I don't get it. It's saying something weird on the live stream. Okay, so I'm taking the a lip brush, right? And I'm gonna just blend the top. Ooh. Oh yeah. If you noticed, I actually just like centered, I focused the lipstick on the center of the lips. And so I'm kind of like blending it so it all goes in smoothly and fluidly. There's no harsh lines. Oh, wow. You know what? This song is definitely gonna strike a nerve, so let's change that. I'm not really into like not trying to trigger my self right now, anything. That was a throwback. This is fun. Okay, I think we're about done. I want to show you one way to kind of just build a little bit more dimension, because I did contour, but what I didn't do was I didn't bronze. And gold goes well with being bronzed, and I don't care what month it is. I live in California personally, so I'm gonna go in with the Refined Golden by MAC. This is fun, and then I'm gonna stamp it again on the points where the sun would naturally hit and tan, which is my hairline. And go into my cheeks, but not cover up the blush, okay? Not cover up the blush, but go underneath the cheeks. So yeah, and then what do you think about the crown being like a regular staple? I finished that story, right? I told you like my dad was not very much involved with the idea of me like stumbling around the house all the time with the crown. But I say who cares, who gives a rip. I will wear a crown. I will wear it proudly. And if you don't like it, you're missing out. You're missing out. I'm going to take this beautiful sepia liquid lipstick from Anastasia. I'm going to kind of like, this is one lip look, right? It's like a dark, more vampy, but I want to show you another version where I'm going to kind of nude it out. And we're going to start here. This is more, ooh, it's gray. It really brings that grayness, the sepia color. I'm going to actually try to cover everything up. And I'll blend it out with a lip brush. It'll look really cool. We're reaching, okay, we just hit an hour. So I need to wrap this up. I need to go to bed. But this was really fun, and I really enjoyed. Oh, yeah, this is it. See, I like this a lot better, actually. I like the red. It's joyous. You know, the burgundy, it was nice. It was fun. But this was, I think this is where I would really hit it right here. And the sepia mark. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Does it resonate? Do you think it's editorial? Is it wearable? I'd love to know your feedback. I would love to hear what you want to see. Like I said, I want to do more lives. I want to do more recordings. I've done a lot that I even haven't posted yet. It's been a journey. This year's been a journey, and we've all been through so much together. And I really hope that it's brought you in unity with people that are struggling with the same things that you are. And I just wanted to remind everybody who is watching, or who might know somebody who is struggling or not doing well with the isolation and lack of interaction face-to-face with people. I know it's taking a toll. I know that there's a lot of suffering, and I'm sorry. Is this heavy? I feel like this eye is like different. I just wanted to say that it's very touching and moving at the same time to see like so much personal growth around me and the individuals that I know and collectively. So everybody just stay strong, and please hang in there, and know that no matter what, like you are not alone, and things can be better. So, and things will be better. So I really thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate this time with you guys, and just letting it out, letting it loose. And maybe next time, what should be tomorrow, I want to film another look. So I would love for you to keep on watching and tune in for that. I'm going to do a different tone for tomorrow. Well, it's not tomorrow. It's today. It's already New Year's Eve. So happy New Year's Eve. It's 3. It's late for me. So I need to go to bed. But bless you, and thank you for watching. I'm going to take some pictures and post them of this look. Any products that you want to know, like more specifics of, please ask. And have a good morning, and I'll keep in touch.